Now ETN to start the drive. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars! Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
He was brought down by Foya Sade Aluakin. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On play action, they'll throw.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll try and run the option left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. This one complete to Coates. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Lawrence giving to Etienne here on the option. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, Coat, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Coates. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Etienne is in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, Adams, what a grab. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 41-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a give to Jacobs running right. He'll get this down to the 38.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll look to throw. There's the former Jaguar, DJ Chark. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 22-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Back to throw. Hits his running back, Pirine. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Jacobs again, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Jaguars at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
Flush to his right. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Andre Cisco there on the stop.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll set up a throw. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. A pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
On 2nd down now, Coat. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Anthony Averett picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On second and inches, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat. And the ball is knocked out. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So first and 10 now from the 30. They'll run on first down. Coates, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Now Lawrence. Touchdown Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 2nd and 2. Pass over the middle tipped, but he still brings it in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Adams the man in motion right. Here's a run with Akers on second down. Dances by him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That is caught downfield. It's Waller. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, 37 yards. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. A give to Etienne running right. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by Chad Muma. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give it one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And how about the quick feet there as he made a man miss on his way to a solid gain of 7.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, Etienne once more. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1 yard is the gain, and the Jaguars are going to have a first and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne,
his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter.
Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they enjoy this 4th quarter lead, starting out 1st and 10 now following the missed field goal.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, ETN once more.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Going to be some contact going on.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
They'll run with ETN.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go.
Coat. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. On first and 10, it's Etienne. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 43 yards. And the Jags add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Second and 4. Looking left side, and it's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run here, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Cam Akers punching it in from a yard away. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Though CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, They look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Now the Raider offense will stay out there as they'll line up to go for 2.
It's a run with Akers.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
A nice little juke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Another tote for Etienne.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 3rd down, Coates. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Well, they knew who to turn to on 4th down. Their horse, they needed the short yardage. He just couldn't get it.
And that's the surprise, because normally that's bread and butter for them, right? Hand it to the big guy, let him go, pick up the first down. Didn't get it there. All credit to the defense. Usually, even if they know he's coming, he can't be stopped, and they got it done on that play.
And that's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. And that one results in 35 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on 1st down. They'll set up to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0.